reading in youngs because we have noticed that not many youngs reading for pleasure but by obligation. En una investigación realizada of la Encuesta Nacional de Lectura, reading within the actually, the youngs read 2.90 for books in 1 year per person. For this, the habit of reading are necessary to help educate people and increase education in Mexico. My partner Mariana realized an interview a professional.
Buenas noches, estamos en una entrevista con la profesora Mariela Rodríguez González y las preguntas y la entrevista es sobre los hábitos de lectura en los jóvenes. La primera pregunta, ¿cuál es la importancia de leer?
La importancia de leer es que la lectura es cultura.
Muy bien. La segunda pregunta, ¿cuáles son los beneficios de la lectura?
Favorece que el alumno tenga mejor vocabulario léxico y pues obviamente la ortografía del alumno.
¿Acostumbras ver jóvenes leyendo?
¿Sí?
¿Acostumbras promover las lecturas en tus clases?
Sí. Más que nada que sean ensayos o algo que sea de interés para el alumno.
¿Cuál es la diferencia entre los jóvenes de antes y de ahora?
Ahorita al tener tecnología, el alumno se ha hecho más flojo, al querer buscar o investigar. ¿Por qué? Porque el alcance es más rápido. Antes era leer libros, ir a una biblioteca, el ambiente era distinto. Ahorita los alumnos hacen hasta la tarea e investigaciones en el celular, entonces el ambiente es distinto.
¿Cuál es la importancia de los libros que no tienen dibujos?
La importancia de los libros que no tienen dibujos. Pues el dibujo es como un estímulo para el alumno. Hace creer al alumno que es menos lectura, que es más sencillo el dibujo hace creer al alumno que es más sencillo y por eso al alumno le causa menos flojera el comenzar a leer el libro.
¿Cómo orientas a los jóvenes a leer?
Constantemente les digo que leen todo el día. Ustedes son alumnos que están apegados a la tecnología y a pesar de que no se la pasen leyendo cosas que tengan que ver con mucha cultura, les hago la reflexión de que se den cuenta que sí leen mucho porque se la pasan en redes sociales. Entonces,
¿Sueles leer libros cuando eras joven?
¿sí?
¿Sueles leer en estos momentos?
Sí, pues para preparar mis clases.
¿Suelen tener los adolescentes buenos hábitos en la lectura?
Uno sí. Últimamente he visto que hay alumnos que quizás no leen cosas de enciclopedias o cosas por el estilo, pero sí leen novelas. Se le está notando a esta generación de alumnos la lectura de novelas.
¿Acostumbran los jóvenes a disfrutar de la lectura de un libro?
Cuando encuentran el libro indicado, sí lo disfrutan. Sí lo disfrutan y hasta lo comparten entre ustedes.
¿Y acostumbran los jóvenes a comprar libros para la biblioteca escolar?
No.
Muy bien. Muchas gracias por las respuestas. Nos esperamos ver muy pronto. Muchas gracias.
My name is Sara, and speaker would concern lack of reading in the Mexican youth. In previous years, the standard of reading were decreasing in Mexico because the teenagers never read. In one investigation done for the year 2006, explained that the youths in Mexico don't have time to read and they don't like these habits. The bad habits cause the lack of reading because the people is not used to reading. One of the causes of this problem was the parents, because they didn't promote the reading. The result was the decrease significantly of the academic development. The youth of previous years were searching the information in the books and they weren't having. The distraction so they like They read because reading was more important for them. In the past, we could say the students were reading the next paper of maybe books they would from school. Sometimes they were looking for information in libraries, so they had the opportunity to investigate and to be curious about the new topics, but now it's different. The situation would have been different if the parents and promoted reading in their children and if teenagers had searched more interesting books for them, and this could have been the beginning in the world the reading. In conclusion, the problems of reading is the most important because in Mexico, the teenagers don't read, so these factors doesn't allow the country have to process. People talk about of habits of the reading, but they do not say what do we have to read. We believe that Mexico is not a country that promotes reading, and it reflects in the academic default of the people because they prefer the easy things.
Can you hear my heartbeat? Tired of feeling never enough.
One day, Andrea, Sara, Diego, Mariana, and Heriberto were discussing about some uses for an academic job, and this is how we started this story. Andrea said, "Shut up, guys, let's work," and give up doing that, but nobody came up with a good story. At that moment, the teacher talked to Andrea, and she asked to Andrea to check out her activity. Well, Mariana and Sarah were bored, but they were doing the story about an income from the high school. Later, they started playing. Andrea wrote and said, "Boys, let's work. We need to work." Alberto sat down. The girl stopped playing and Diego helped with the job. Finally, Mariana and Sarah were writing their activity. Diego was playing with Heriberto and Andrea was doing the anecdote.
My conclusion is that perhaps if parents or guardians pay more attention to young people as to their tests, they would know what kind of story to put in their head to become interested in reading, as well as giving them the confidence to have the choice book instead of the video games.
In conclusion, the lack of reading in young people is a very important problem, since reading of young people will be better people with better opportunities. That's why the reading is important because it gives us tools to live a life better.
My conclusion is, of the lack of reading is because parents do not care so much about the mental development of children and prefer to satisfy their children in the area of entertainment for video games and cell phones.
I believe in recent years, young people read fewer books and this decreases their level of creativity, in addition to limiting their ability to learn. In addition to reading more books improves their ability to understand the world. In addition to young people prefer to watch television or be in internet.
In conclusion, we can say that the lack of reading in young has been very noticeable, since the vocabulary is less broad and and the general culture that we should have is missing. So we must emphasize that reading habits are important and that not always to read is waste of time.